on doing another video thing because I've been a bit bored and I was going to do another one anyway, so I just thought I might as well do it now. And as you can see, still developing with the guitar, except it's a new guitar, a new pretty shiny one, much better than the old one. So yes, and you can't get away without having your ears salted again, because it needs to happen really. Um, and yeah, I've tried this a few times, and the sound will, I think, go a bit funny when I get to the verse, because too much reverb for the laptop, and then it might all go a bit more wrong when I get to the chorus, because I only started learning that bit yesterday, and it's not quite there yet. So apologies in advance. I think that'll do on that, because feedback again. I should have learned not to do that by now. Did it before on one of my earlier attempts, and I forgot. Sorry, I didn't mean to quite assault you in that way. Anyway, so yes, Muse. I do quite like Muse. I don't really listen to them enough, but I will be having a new album at Christmas, hopefully, and I'm going to put it on my list. So, yeah. I'm like, oh, I don't know. I almost wish I hadn't bought this, because it's not really very AFI like. I mean, I know bands have to move on a little bit, but this is a bit too much of a departure, methinks. There's only actually 3 songs that I really, really like on it, and that's End Transmission, Too Shy to Scream, and Medicate. There are no screamy bits on it anywhere, and that's just rubbish for AFI. So, anyway. Last weekend, had a good weekend, went to Bristol, and met up with some uni people, which was really good because I haven't seen anyone for ages. And that was, yeah, good. And then I crashed at Kieran's place, and we had a bit of a jam on Sunday, because he played bass, so that was good. So we will be doing it again, even though I'm a bit rubbish at it, because I don't really mess around that much when I'm here on my own. It feels a bit odd to do that. But yeah. So we will do that again, and it worked really well, and he's really, really good in the basement, but that was half the reason I just sat there going, because he's really good. You can listen to something once and just then play it. It's like, amazing. And like my annoying guitar teacher at the moment, who's like, we had a non-writing session the other day, he said, come and bring your lyrics and we'll write something, which we didn't. He just spent an hour and a half going on at me about things we'd already discussed, and I was like, that was productive. It's also spending all my money for me on like singing lessons, which I do need a little bit because it's like a confidence thing. But £25 an hour she charges. It's like, I won't be able to afford Christmas at this rate, and that'll be rubbish for everyone else. So, anyway, I mean, I must have saved some money this year because I haven't bought any shoes at all for nearly a whole year, which is like a miracle for me. I have actually stuck to that, and that's really quite amazing, and you should all be amazed. Um, so yes, in lieu of that, I'm going to show you my favourite pairs of shoes because it's these, my beautiful purple trainers, which I wear to death, and I wear those to work all the time, and I'm sure it endears me to my boss quite greatly. And then there's these, which you've probably seen, so I wear these to death as well. My Wrangler boots, which replaced my ancient New Rocks, which I bought second hand off eBay. Those were never the right size. They're always too big, but never always to do anything about that. And the prettiest pair of shoes that I own in the whole world are these. Are they not sexy? They've got really amazing soles and they're just awesome. They also come in a very pretty box, which is kind of cool. I've seen another pair of boots that they do. They're green. They're amazing, and I really, really want them, but they're like £100. Anyway, books I was going to tell you about. I'm reading two classic novels at the moment because I think everyone should. I've been working my way through the years, and I just need to do a bit more quickly, really. So I'm reading this because I've never read it all the way through before. We did it in school, but we only did like bits of two chapters, which is a bit. And also because it gets mentioned quite a few times in Twilight. Um, not unnecessary Twilight. And also because it was on TV the other day, and I really should read it. Because most other people seem to have is this. So that's next of Jane Eyre. And then, Katie, please don't kill me because I can't die without having read this book. And I know you're going to be really ashamed that I haven't read this book yet, but I can't apologise enough. But I will. I have it, as you can see, and I will read it after Wuthering Heights. The only other thing that's really happened is I've applied for a new job, which is at the Roman Legionary Museum in Killeen. Just like more shop assistant thing, but it's in the museum, and that's really cool. So, but I won't hear anything about that for a couple of weeks because the closing date's not until the 21st. My mum's paranoid I won't hear anything at all though because I emailed my application and my email address is still herecomesinsanity@hotmail.com. So yeah, she thinks that's going to put them off. I mean, I can see her point. I have thought in the past about changing it, but then I've thought, well, why? And then I think I can't be bothered, and it's just like, well, I think it shows a bit of my personality, but then I suppose it could be why I'm stuck in the job that I am, so, you know, nobody's ever told me that they don't want my email address, and they should, if that's why it's holding me back, or if that's what is holding me back. Yeah, so anything really. I really would quite like to get away from this job now because we have a stupid new area manager and she wants to put the jewellery stand by the front door of the shop, which is just ridiculously insane idea because we have enough stolen from the middle of the shop, and if it goes by the front door they'll nick the whole entire stand. But actually it might not be such a bad idea because it's a bit of a crap stand. So anyway. So that's about me really, my news for like the last 2 weeks. I'm going to shut up now because I've done this a million times already and I keep going over the time that YouTube allows. So I've done this like so many times and I don't have to do it again because as much as I love you people, this is kind of getting boring for me now because I've had to listen to myself a million times.